it's a lot of allegations, man.
Absolutely.
And sometimes shit sticks to the wall.
Absolutely.
And this shit is just nasty work, man.
Yeah.
So a producer, videographer.
And wait, before you even get to it, if you don't know who we're talking about Diddy.
The D, the I, the D, the D, the Y.
Puff Daddy.
P. Diddy.
Love. We're talking about him. But
Puffy Combs, man.
Yeah.
So he
take that.
I can't. Oh man, that was.
It hits a little different now.
It's a little different now.
Take that. Hits a little different now. Oh no, but I digress. Go ahead.
Nasty work. So apparently, allegedly, these are all allegations.
Right.
A guy that was working with Diddy on his last album, the Love album, who also allegedly shot some videos for him, did some video work for him, just brought a lawsuit to Diddy's People's Table, alleging all sorts of stuff, man.
Yeah.
And the one thing that stuck out to me was they're asking for $30 million. Which is like, where did that number come from?
I don't even know. How do you even come up with a number like 30 mil? Like, it's kind of like, pain and suffering. 1, 2, 3. 30's fine.
30's cool.
Yeah, let's do 30.
Especially for the allegations.
Yeah.
But like 30 is wild. And we have an idea where the number 30 came from. But he's saying that Diddy had him on boats. Diddy had him at parties, making him watch other people engage in sexual activities, making him watch other men engage in sexual activities. He said they had Cuba Gooding Jr. fondling him. They said he had to watch a porno with Stevie J and another man. And then a porn star by the name of Knockout said that was him. So this shit is just all messy.
So wait, the porn star that Stevie J was having sex with, that was him, or?
No, that he's saying it was him and not Stevie J.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But again, allegations, who knows?
Yeah.
But, and it's like a 73-page lawsuit that mentions that he had him engaging with a rapper from Philadelphia who dated Nicki Minaj, which I know it's not first name Dane, so it has to be what? It has to be what? Meek Mill, right?
Meek Mill, yeah.
There was another one that, I forget the redaction now, but it was another one. It just was so crazy, man. And, I'm riding with believing victims. I'm riding with all that stuff. But a lot of this stuff, it just seems like you just throw the hook in the water and hoping to catch something.
Yeah. For me,
which makes it tricky.
Yeah. For me, it gives me the R. Kelly feel.
Yeah.
Like, because, because we've been hearing about allegations from time to time, and it's been years and years. And it was the same thing with R. Kelly. We've been hearing, like, certain things.
Bill Cosby,
same thing. Like, we've been hearing allegations just thrown out there until it explodes. And I think now the explosion has happened, and now everyone's just kind of like, I've heard certain things, but now this is crazy. It was the lawsuit. I got to page 25 and I was like, yeah, I can't.
Yeah, you have to stop.
It was a lot. It was a lot. It was very vulgar. It was very like, it was disgusting, man. And it's kind of like, for me, like, you can't make all of it up.
No, you can't make all of it up.
Some of it has to be true. You mean, like,
it gets tricky.
It's
tricky, yeah.
Like, because if it's not true, this person who's with Little Rod, he should be a producer. Then he should be a screenwriter,
director,
right? Because at the end of the day, it's like, yo, dog, the things that he's saying, it's very elaborate. It's very believable.
It is, especially when you understand how these types of things work, man, and these parties and these travelings and everything,
Right.
And what I was thinking of earlier was they were talking about Diddy's girlfriend facilitating a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
And it just gives me like Jeffrey Epstein vibes and Ghislaine Maxwell vibes. Yeah. It's crazy, man. Yeah. And true or not, like, you just hate to see this happen in our community, man. It's just another thing to tackle on top. And like you said, like, we looked up to Diddy.
Right.
people used to call me Scoot Diddy.
Yeah.
My screen name was Scoot Diddy.
Nigga, your dog is named Diddy.
My dog, his name is Diddy.
Right.
And he black with the white underneath.
Right,
Like Diddy got the gray hair.
And it is crazy because for me, I told myself my next dog I wanted to name him Puff Daddy.
Yeah, it's
I mean, like,
bro, it's crazy.
It's insane, man.
And we talked about last time, like the value of our leaders and needing to be leaders. And, you know, Diddy had that whole campaign to help Obama get elected.
Absolutely.
And all these types of things. Yeah. And, bro, come on, man.
Yeah. It sucks. It's sad. I would hope, even though I don't think it's not true, I would hope it's not true. Yeah. But the way it's looking based off what I read and the things that I've heard, yeah, I mean, that's less than likely. You know, it's just sad, man. But it's just kind of like, it's like these entertainers, especially like the older folks, I just feel like once they reach a level of status, of money, they feel like they're unstoppable, man. That power. And that's what we talked about last week. I mean, like, you know, I feel like that power does something to them where they think they can get away with anything and do anything. You know, it's really scary, man. It's really scary how these things happen and now it's coming out and like how many people are hurt, are involved. And it just also makes me think that this is just the people that we know. Just imagine of all the other people that possibly were affected or possibly was hurt. And, you know, and it just makes you think about all the other stuff. Like, you know what I mean? When we talk about Bad Boys back in the 90s and all that stuff. And, you know, it's just sad to see, because Diddy's definitely one of my heroes. And to see this happen to him, it's kind of like, damn, bro.
Yeah, man. And, you know, a lot of people will tell you money doesn't change you. Money makes you more of who you are.
Yeah.
And the power trip, for me, it just seems like a lot of it is derived from insecurity.
Yeah. And
a lot of what drives people is, oh, I don't want to be where I was. I want to be here, which is a form of insecurity. So when you get this power, you have this sense of insecurity, and like it just makes you think that you are dominating somebody or dominating whatever you are. And it's really sad, bro.
Yeah.
If you really break it down, like it's fucked up. And dog, there should be no reason why you get a little bit of money, you think that you can manhandle somebody for your fucking entertainment.
Right.
It's fucked up, man. Yeah. It's crazy,
and
it's got to stop, man. I don't care entertainment. I don't care if you got a lot of money. It's got to stop.
Yeah. And it seems like, you know, now all these things are coming out now. You know what I mean? Obviously, the power of social media.
Yeah. Access to so much information.
Yeah, but I feel like, you know, all these bad things that all these bad celebrities have done is coming out. We've seen it with Epstein. We see it with Bill Cosby. Now we're seeing it with Diddy. And the list goes on and on and on, you know? And at the end of the day, like, you know, all these celebrities, they think they're untouchable until they're touchable, you know?
Totally touchable.
You know what I mean? So, and I mean, obviously R. Kelly, you know, and
one of the greatest songwriters of all time, bro.
Yeah. But for him, I felt like he had a sickness, but I think all of them do. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I mean, he talks about being molested as a kid.
Right. And that all goes into play with it, but at the end of the day, it doesn't justify your action.
It don't justify anything.
You got to get help.
Yeah,
you got to get help.
You got to get help.
So
yeah,
and then
just perpetuating the cycle.
Absolutely. And you know, also, you know, just when someone gets a lawsuit put on them, or there's a lawsuit out on you, and you go ahead and pay it, like you just go, you know what? Here, take the money. Mm-hmm. That kind of makes you look guilty.
It does. Yeah, it does.
It makes you look guilty because as a human being, as a person, like have you ever been lied on before? Like someone lied on you?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Right. So you would never go to that person and be like, you know what? Oh, you lied on me? You know what? You're right. I'm going to pay you off. Just go away. No, you're going to fight the lie. Be like, yo, this person did not, this is not true. I'm going to fight this tooth and nail. So I feel like this kind of, by Diddy paying off Cassie, this kind of made it like even worse. So it just kind of like, you know what, Little Rod was like, oh, word? Cassie already, you know what I mean, kind of opened the floodgates.
Yeah.
Now, you know what, I'm going to do the same and you're going to pay me. So, and it's kind of like, yeah. But see, the difference between the Cassie situation and Little Rod's situation, he spilled all the beans.
He spilled all the beans. He named names. He named 73 pages. And I can't remember off the top of my head how many, you know, the suit paperwork was for Cassie, but 73 pages for Lil Rod.
Right.
And naming names.
Right.
And all dude interaction.
Right.
And oh man, I forgot he said that he got molested in a bathroom by Young Miami's cousin.
Yeah. And that's a girl. If you don't know, the cousin is it's a female that he got molested, raped, I guess you would call it, by. So my whole thing is just kind of like, some of this shit's gotta be believable, bro. Man. It's gotta be real. It just can't be fake. It all can't be fake news. But I think, see, the difference between this one and with Cassie kind of gave you a little tidbit of it.
Yeah.
She could have spilled all the beans because I'm sure she was with Diddy for years and years and years, damn near a decade. You know what I mean?
She's seen a lot.
So she's seen a lot and probably wasn't involved in a lot. So she could have just opened up the floodgates from then, but she didn't. She gave you a little tidbit of it, and Diddy said, oh.
30 mil.
Yep. There you go. Shut up.
And that's where we get Little Rod's
$30 million.
What a feeling.